So, we had an interesting question today from a member of the Afton community. It was one of those questions where you just can't Google it and find it in the first page. The question was, which NCAA basketball team has the greatest number of fans that go to away games? Good question. Who has the most rabid fans? Part of me thought, well, you probably won't find any answers because who asks you when you go into a basketball game, which team are you for? But we started looking anyway. So I Googled NCAA fan attendance, and most of the hits were from particular schools like, Florida, Penn State, Wisconsin, so I didn't bother to look at those. And then I did NCAA rabid fan attendance. And then I did NCAA basketball fan attendance. And then I did NCAA spectator. Well, finally, after 4 or 5 different kind of search words, I did find an actual NCAA link which had the 2010-2011 NCAA basketball totals by team, and 1 through 50, and some surprising numbers in there. It also had the totals for each team for their home, away, and neutral court attendance. So I took that number and I subtracted their home attendance to come up with some answers. But even then, that's not right. That's the total attendance at the game. So if I'm Syracuse, I have 30,000 people in my home game against Villanova, and then I go to Villanova and 25,000 people show up, that doesn't mean 25,000 people of them were Syracuse fans. How many were actually fans? So then I thought, well, maybe if I went to like StubHub or something like that, would they be able to track or infer, or would they share that information? I don't think they would. Then I wonder if we need to go to like anecdotal evidence. Anecdotal evidence is not based on fact or statistics, it's just observation that you have. And whose anecdotal evidence would you trust? If I've been to one college basketball game, why are you going to bother to believe me? If I ask Dick Vitale, who does he think has the most away fans at games? Now, there's a guy who's been doing it for 20 years. He's been to tons of basketball games, a lot of them in the Big East. Do I believe him for evidence? One thing I began doing was surveying people at school based on the games you've seen, based on what you know, based on what you know on school's reputation. Who do you think has the most rabid fan base for away games? If I took a large enough sampling, say 20,000 people, I might be able to corroborate that, compare it to some of this anecdotal evidence to make my case. It's a situation where there may not be statistics, but can I build a strong argument based on the integrity of the people I survey? What if I survey just college basketball coaches or just high school basketball coaches, someone who knows the game? And other information that I have that is solid. It's a great question. I'm dying to know what the answer is. If I get any closer, or when I find out, I'll post it on the school website. Thanks to everybody that's pitched in and helped us try to figure this out. Have a good game.